I'm back. My
Welcome
food isn't
back.
here, but I've forcibly made another human go sit downstairs and wait for it for me.
No worries. I just trying to connect to the 5 gigahertz band. Yeah, I mean, I guess just uncheck it from doing that. I just clicked the button and I found the perfect screenshot to send, and it's of juror number 6. The Russian dude with the rat.
Yes, in Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, no, the Russian dude.
Yeah,
with
this
Simpled.
is... Yeah, basically. Also, I'm pretty sure this game takes place before the Soviet Union existed. Just barely. Just barely. You know, like, by a
Testing
decade.
1, 2, 3,
Hello.
When is this
4,
game
5,
set? Do we
Like,
know what
6.
year?
like, very beginning 20th century. That's what it seems like, anyway. So, like, 1900 something. That's my guess. And probably no later. Immy, just quick question. Am I cutting out at all?
No, on my end, you've been perfectly fine.
Okay, cool.
You sound good to me.
Cool. Simp word will be...
I'm hanging on 2.4 gigahertz band. I'm still somewhat out of range.
Yeah. I can tell. But I think it'll be alright. Simpert will be joining later. Hey, Magic Mischief, what's good? Alright. Yeah, I... Probably just wait like another...
19th century.
You think so? Like...
Because Sherlock Holmes was in the late 19th century. Like the 1880s.
Yeah.
So definitely got a solid 40 years on the Soviet Union.
Is that what it said? Because it really felt to me like...
I tried to Google, but the entire game has managed to completely avoid giving a year.
Yeah. Well, Garadeb in the previous stream, I think, mentioned him being in active military service in I forget if it was the 1860s or the 1880s. Everything technology-wise makes me think it's either 1890 something or 1900 something.
Mm.
Like 1920s, definitely too late, right? 100%. Because we gotta go the telegraph was in use and radio barely was.
Mm. Okay, yeah, no, he was a soldier in the 1880s. So then this should be.
I feel like
no, up until 1880 exactly. That's when he stopped.
So to me that says add 20 years.
Yeah. So just barely 20th century, but definitely not able to be. The Soviet Union shouldn't realistically be about yet.
Yeah.
So what was before the Soviet Union?
You know, just Tsardom.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot they had a king.
Yeah.
And a magic man who fucked his hard wife.
We referenced that last stream, did we?
Yeah. Like, we got up to him and it's just like, right, what's our rusty team got to say?
Yeah. Okay. Think we should be good to at least start. Just like get in the game at least. Alright. Let's see. Click. There we go.
There are a good chunk of female characters in this one, weren't there?
Yeah.
Have fun.
Well, I mean, it's just like jurors and then Iris.
And if Gina says anything, I must call her Jenny because of Iris.
I mean, fair.
Oh, it's only 2 members of the jury. I have a
Is
daughter
that-
class.
Oh, I thought that was Matt's dog for a second.
No, that's mine. That's not in the car.
Oh shit, he's not. Oh fuck. Well, let's see how far we could get before Van Zeke says something.
My money is literally he's going to be the very next person to talk after,
Yeah, right.
after the judge. Right, okay. Order, please let us resume proceedings. Wait.
Shit, sorry. I tabbed out, and I tabbed back in, always. That was all.
Witnesses, you will now retake the stand.
There we go.
Just that perfectness. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. Matt rejoins. Get on the stand, Matt. You're up.
You're up. On the stand.
Sorry,
Nah, you
I
good. You
joined
good.
on a different machine, and I need to set the audio devices.
No worries.
Here.
Connection-wise, you sound great though.
Yeah, you're not dropping anymore. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination.
Alright, so now we wait.
Yeah, you were the small one, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I was Ringo. Are those names like a pun? Nash and Ringo Skulkin.
Well, Skulkin obviously is on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, Governor.
I did, Gov. I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. I don't know.
We're sure they're brothers.
Yeah. That's a weird way to refer to brothers.
Oh, God.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Blimey. This is gonna be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windibanks.
Was Bedlam soon, wasn't it?
It was, Nash. It was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out of me Lucy lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers. Blimey. On the night in question... Oh, hey, Finfan. You rifled through the items on the victim's counter.
I didn't on the side.
How'd you figure that out? Cartridge.
You will now give formal testimony once again.
Hello, Shipwood.
You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time, you will tell the truth.
The Doctor Strange movies. Oh, nice, nice.
Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. Ow, that hurt. And that, gentleman, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again.
You don't even remember what daylight looks like.
A thought worth pondering, perhaps. I say no more, God. We hear ya.
We'll blap. We'll squeak. We'll peach.
Peach?
Peach?
Not one I've heard before.
That'll be preach.
Illegal entry. The whole truth.
We did knock a few things over, but we went rifling with nothing.
It was when we heard the gunshot, see? Made us both jump and all that stuff went flying.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, I'll give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter would come out the door. Guess next.
We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the black.
Him in the who?
We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? Sorry.
No, you're okay. I was answering down with them.
Yeah, so I
Sherlock
guess
and-
I guess they're claiming like
Yeah.
who are they claiming was dressed in black? Like the
It was night, and obviously they were behind them, so when they turned around, fuck it,
True.
they'd run right into them.
Shit. I clicked out. I don't remember. I was like, does it click out when I click out? Does it click when I click out of the window or in? I can never remember.
So you admit to the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Winterback's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack, Governor, no.
That's right, Nash. That's right. It's more like we tidied up. Yeah.
5 years.
Sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all.
We don't, Nash. We don't. Can't make us sound a bit more... Can he make us sound a bit more cutthroat?
What?
They sound like pussies because they ran away from a gunshot. They don't want to sound like pussies.
Okay.
And then he had Van Zeeks yesterday being like, you know, there's two types of reactions when you hear a gunshot. These guys clearly run towards the situation, but you know, Renosuke, nah, he runs away.
The Asian man.
Yeah, they really do kind of sound like
He made a
cowards, though.
racist remark on that one too.
Oh man.
Right, yeah, everything that comes out of his gob is either insulting or just racist.
Yeah, I think the
Yep.
witnesses, Ringo saying may have been Sholmes and Runo. You're probably right, Van. And Black was talking about nighttime. Yeah. That sounds right.
It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windibanks last night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it.
So, was Van Zeeks in the military? I forget. I feel like he was. And I wonder, like, is his racism entirely towards Renosuke, or does it have something to do with that?
Might just be because he's a nobility.
Maybe.
That
And at
would
this
be
point
an
in time, I
interest-
think all of Japan was like coming out of the Emperor shit, so there was no real nobility or hierarchy going on.
Yeah. Fair. Okay, so weren't rifling for nothing. So what was it just that things moved, or were things missing too?
Just moved.
Just moved. Can we use this to see that merged picture again? No. Okay, yeah, I'm not reading that.
We already know how a stereoscope works.
Well, you see, it actually. I'm kidding.
Okay, so everything is like that in that one. Then everything, yeah, I think it's just moved. Okay.
Yeah, all the items are still there. No, Sim. That's fan art. There's no way that grumpy old fuck can smile.
That's what all that stuff went flying.
Ringo got cheek physics. Dang.
A lot of characters in this game have cheek physics. It's interesting for sure.
Oh yeah, they've made sure that they have jiggle physics because it's important. They've just skipped the step where it's sexualized jiggle physics.
Fine by me, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah.
You sent the fan art in the. Okay, no worries. Or is it fan art? I don't know. Fan art screenshot something. Fair enough. If a phrase, the shooter would come out the door and get us next. But then.
Oh, that explains it. That looks like it's like a really old photo.
I guess let's go with the press everything. What kind of things? We saw it in the photo.
Wait, before you do, it won't be this part or the next part because that's where they were claiming that they didn't touch anything. But in the actual, like, it won't be the first two. But I think the
Maybe this.
no, I think the one after where they're talking about straight into him. Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Straight into who? Pff. Yeah,
Mhm.
I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Don't know if I'm in the Discord. Well, I can help you with that. I have a handy link here if you would like to join, and if anybody else would. No worries.
Alright, let's do this, pues. Yes! Whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah, it was a bit hasty there.
We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
I'm trying to think. Do I need... Can I do that, but British? To be fair, it's not like the others did that, so I might be fine.
True, actually, and they had the advantage of already having a high-pitched voice.
Yeah. Oh, it's me. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Good advice, miss. Good advice.
Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a...
Wait, what? Didn't they just... Didn't she just...
It's the exact same point she's making, but commenting on what he's saying.
Oh.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Mental note made, miss.
Yeah, I kind of figured Van Zeeks had a reason. Please, yeah, definitely don't spoil it.
He was in love with your former boyfriend.
Somebody, perhaps.
After that, we legged it down the street, but... apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or something, so... they clapped the derbies on us like winking.
That's... I was following until, like, winking.
Yes, right.
And after you've been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Yeah, whatever you discover, don't spoil it here. Or in the Discord.
Well, yeah.
Listen, that proves it, done it, eh?
Alright.
He looks like he's going, nah.
Be like half a second. Yeah, that was definitely like a reaction type fire. Okay. So that got them to say it was Sholmes. Didn't add a new dialogue. And maybe let's press this one. What do you think?
I think so, yeah. It seems like the logical continuing.
Okay.
And why should we believe that?
Well, cause it's true, ain't it?
The place was totally empty when we went in.
At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused, who had a gun in his head. To his head. Oh my god. Brain. Having been forced to open the door by the accused, who had a gun to his head.
He pushed it in far enough that part of his head's caved in, so he literally has the gun in his head.
Gasp!
The whole time. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windibank.
I mean, this sounds solid so far, but...
Correct?
You've got it, mister.
The faces. Down to a T!
Damn. Hold on, I don't have my screenshot program running. Let me just get that. There's definitely a couple screenshots I need to make into, like, just Discord emotes or something. I won't do them for Twitch, because I think Twitch deserves, like, you know, actual art commissioned, but, you know, I feel like on Discord you can be a little more memey. So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windibank? And so we need to prove, like, that it's not true or something? Is that really true, I wonder?
That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony?
Hold on. So I got a notification on my phone.
We've been trying to get in contact with you about your extended quarantine.
No, it's this thing I have set up to let me know if there's a storm nearby.
Weather alert.
Yeah, except like super local, like immediately right here. It's just like an email thing. No, it's just a tiny dot of rain. That's not a storm. We're good.
Salem says hi. Hello.
Imagine you're walking home and it's just absolutely fucking pissing it down. It's so bad. You get a notification. It tells you there's a light bit of rain. It's like, yeah, I can fucking tell. Don't know where the light bit's gone. I think it's hidden in all of the rest of it.
What is it, Rudo? You look fit.
Fuck. Okay, that doesn't sound like what Iris would sound like. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec.
What is it, Runo? You look very fierce.
I can't buy that line. Hi. Yeah.
I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
In a courtroom. Alright.
Goes around, gives it to every fucking person
Just
in
everybody. Too British.
Thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. It's nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take that all in and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling, like you describe. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony, without knowing why, that's all.
Condoning anxiety, woo!
JDA the Goblin King is waiting with the party of two. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How it go?
I think you should trust your instincts.
Yeah, we're just playing some great Ace Attorney. It's like a the game we're playing is like a combination of 2 games that came out in Japan, and this is like the last case of the first game. So, yay. We're on part 2 of this trial.
Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5.
He dumb.
No, she just smirked.
True. Alright, so we need to present something on the... There's no way we went into the back. Yeah. Giving you a gift. Yeah, fair. Yeah.
It's your birthday. I thought yesterday was your birthday. Well, happy birthday again.
Yeah, boy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I thought you mentioned in the Discord that yesterday. I may have misread. But yeah.
You were celebrating with your family yesterday. Okay.
I understand.
Why weren't you celebrating it today with your family? Unless that's something private that you'd rather not get into, which but my apologies for prying.
Alright, no worries. I couldn't make it. No worries. Yeah, time scheduling be like that. No, not press. I meant to hit present, but I sat back down in my desk and misclicked. Oh, no, I gotta. This is the loop back dialogue.
Oh, I get that, yeah. Some people I know have already got the shit planning.
Alright. Here we go. Present. I don't know what yet, but we're presenting something.
I love how the armband is always an option.
Yeah, it's just like in the Phoenix Wright games, how the badge is always an option. What here? I'm guessing it's probably in the photos or the floor plan, right? Yeah, so let's look at the pictures. So, door is closed there, potentially locked. And then they must be inside by that point.
Is the door locked from the inside? Or is it locked from both?
I believe it can only lock from the inside. Something like that?
Okay.
Maybe the floor plan will reveal that. That's just still a little weird design though, that it locks from the inside.
Van Zeeks has terrible handwriting.
Gun. Can we check the chamber?
This is Mr. Windibank's gun. Cylinder's completely empty.
Mr. Windibank always used to keep this gun to hand on his shop counter.
Yes, but only ever with a single bullet loaded. I understand.
That's right. To keep all the pawned articles that were in his care safe.
Right! That's why.
And not to pop himself if it got too much.
But his one bullet was fired that night. The poor man lost his life. Was he protecting his shop, I wonder? Trying to keep the article safe. I thought Gina was holding this gun. At least in the picture.
Yeah, this was the gun she was holding.
Which, you know, would make sense. She could use that to hold him at gunpoint, because it's the gun he always has on his counter. Yeah, it definitely looks like that gun. For sure.
I think we need to push other parts of what they're saying.
Yeah, probably. So we did the last two. So maybe this one.
Yeah.
So, you didn't try to open the storeroom door then?
Not on your life.
It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was locked, weren't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside. Or so we've been led to believe. Oh, I saw an autosave.
It was, Gov, it was. From the inside.
So we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we?
Oh, and here it is. That's where they're wrong, because there's a little slidey window you can open to look inside.
That, and how on earth, in the moment, would they have known it was locked?
Yeah. True. How would they know it was locked unless they tried going in?
Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, but it was like a little slide window. It was shown in like the cutscene when the events of the case happened. Yeah. Like Ryunosuke literally slid it open to see the scene of the crime inside because he couldn't open it either because it was locked. The only reason it got open later is because the police broke it down.
Yeah, it's not like the owner's gonna complain. He's a bit busy.
Yeah, so now this game is just making it painfully obvious what we have to do. Whereas 5 seconds ago it was, you know, could have been a couple things. Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like, through the keyhole or spy hole, perhaps?
Ring no bells, no light, no light.
We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that.
Okay. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day...
Okay, 3... Wait. Immy, you want to do them?
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
We'll really cut the mustard!
Oh, man.
Oh, they didn't look it in.
Yeah. Please cut it out.
No, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not being 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand.
To confirm, it would be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov. That's right.
Couldn't have even if it wanted to.
Whoa.
Hey, Sharky, what's up? Welcome. So, yeah, we pretty much have what we need, so... Last line is definitely the one we present on. And then we just need something... I feel like it's gonna be any of the pictures should have the view of the little slidey viewport. No? You're kidding me!
What about the after?
Yes, there, right there.
You can kind of see it, yeah.
I am going to do the honorable thing and save Scum just in case.
0 deaths.
But, you know, we... Fuck, not again! Come on, button! But yeah, we clearly, like, the viewport was there. It was there in the cutscene. It's just a matter of... do we have all the information we need in the trial for the game to think that we know that, even though we saw the cutscene? Do we have the actual evidence? Yeah. I feel like the picture is enough evidence, but and then you know Reno scale go off of that. Like I literally looked in the viewport. I feel like those two things combined should be enough.
And again, this is Ace Attorney.
Yeah, it's Ace Attorney, so he really can't say for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Present the after picture.
Objection.
No! What do we have to do?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wait, is it episode 5? Yeah. Okay, and back we go. Do we seriously not have sufficient? Is it? Oh wait. Is it in the? Do we have any autopsy? Anything? Can't use the blood samples. That wouldn't be direct enough. You kidding me? We know what it is.
And there's nothing else besides the photographs?
I mean, that's just a book, like a manuscript. Those are just notes about, like, receipts to be able to retrieve items. An updated autopsy report? Oh wait, there is an autopsy report. Hold up. Reporting party, you know, yeah. Post-mortem findings. It just talks about the gun and the bullet trajectory. Does it? Can't see the viewport in the drawing. Of course. Can we examine? We can't examine. We just have the funny magnifying glass.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
Man.
The magnifying glass hasn't actually been useful. It's just been a little gimmick thing. If it wanted us to find something, it would have gave us the examine button.
Does it let you do anything with the stereoscope?
Well, when we... You might not. You might even be right. That would be so funny. But basically, when we went to go click the stereoscope, it was just like re-explaining how a stereoscope works. But,
This is how they... Yeah.
but we did use the stereoscope to see the differences between the two pictures. Yeah, that's all that amounts to.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it... Let's just click there, not there, not there, not there. Yeah. We might need... I really don't think we need to, but I'm just gonna go back and press the other two dialogue entries. But we shouldn't need to press those, right?
I wonder...
I think not,
Yeah.
but they might lead to something.
If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place?
You know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we?
We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we's up to no good.
Well, Riku, me old... What? Me old China? Me old Gina?
I don't know.
Me old chinner.
Me old China! What does that mean?
That's a good question.
We only land ourselves in even more trouble.
And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble. That's rotten luck. That's the rotten apple eater.
Witnesses.
Like half a second. Okay, I don't know. We're good.
Explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
Well, we never...
Wait.
Shit.
We never ransacked nothing.
Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied the place up.
Thanks. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, I've never seen him that grumpy, I don't think. He's just like, are you kidding me?
I am so sick of your shit.
Shoulder cat?
Oh, nice. Sorry.
Alright, one more to press, even though I still don't think we need to.
So what you're saying is...
The sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter?
It shocked one of us that much, yeah? This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on.
Look, it was loud, alright? Blimey, me dead granny would have woken up from that bang.
Big Bravius screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell off the counter. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some score whatnot.
I got tangled in some marionette what knocked over a picture frame what knocked them scales on the floor.
You've really
really mastered working quietly then. Okay, maybe I was supposed to be sarcastic. I don't know.
You really mastered working quietly then. What a racket. Me granny would have been scared back into a grave with a clatter like that.
So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise.
And then some. I mean, it was quiet and a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Gregson's got something to say about that. Alright. Furiously much.
Looks a little agitated.
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
No, something to add about their testimony.
Oh.
You seemed to react just now to what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
Probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night.
Sorry about that.
I didn't hear anything come through tonight.
Yeah, we literally didn't hear anything.
And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now.
Did it?
You claim that you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot.
Might have, Gov. Might have. Does ring a bell now that you mention it.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them.
Easy, easy!
We'll get it right this time.
That's it, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs.
Right you are, Gov.
Of course it was in one of the first two.
Of course.
Okay, so before the gunshot, we had a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!" And then the other thing we're trying to show in the pressing, which we may or may not get the chance to do, is the fact that there's a viewport. So these are the two things we got up in the air. Their elaborated testimony, and then the viewport. All right. So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously?
We did, Gov. We did.
I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yelling all.
If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Kind of thing.
Oh man. A career in acting tragically missed. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was.
From the storeroom, where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Windibank?
On me granny's life. Of course it was.
His life, course it was. Not my granny, even though we're brothers.
So, that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windibank and the sound of his voice?
So that would mean what?
What, Nash? What? Any ideas?
Yes, Council. Indeed it would.
No, we didn't know the geezer.
How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke in the fancy club is giving us the evil eye?
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
On me granny's life it is.
On his granny's life, it must be.
It's a good job his granny's dead.
To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them all over the shop floor.
You make it sound like we're clumsy.
Nah. Oh, don't forget we tidied up after, like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it.
Contradiction? Like, you know, I thought Gina was holding the gun.
And for him to know that bit, wouldn't that imply anything?
Yeah.
I don't know as he threw it.
Or yeah, how did they know? Huh? How did they get a look? And then it's through the viewport.
It all leads back around to that fucking spy hole.
Yeah. You're saying that Mr. Windibank had a gun in his hands?
Oh yeah, that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other must have got pretty heated. I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, if you don't want to get shot.
Didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Windibank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the article... People say that brain. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. Definitely not his own, nope. That someone being himself, of course.
Yep, there it is. Good grief. Extraordinary devotion. Indeed. If alarmingly misguided.
Yeah.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person's was he's gonna beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper.
Bet he wished he squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun!"
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot?
It was more or less at the same time, Guff. Give me that gun!
Bam!
Ah!
Kind of thing.
Yes! A career in acting very tragically missed.
Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Boy, everything went dead quiet.
After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place back up.
He got that crimson chin.
I don't know. Yeah, so we looked at that. Are there any of these new ones that we didn't press yet? So let me go back to the beginning.
It's this one.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but and
Oh, God.
this one got
Oh.
changed,
Oh,
you know.
My Discord froze and spammed through everything.
Oh,
Was the first one pressed? Because we got a lot of stuff from the second one, didn't we?
yeah, and the second one changed, I think, as a result.
And then
Did we? I don't.
I don't believe so.
I could have sworn we did, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Oh, fair enough.
That was where we came across the word China.
Ah, yeah.
I wonder if it's like an abbreviation of chin up or something.
Makes sense.
I need water. Okay. Had a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun."
Means friend.
Oh,
I just found it on Urban Dictionary.
okay.
Oh, Cockney rhyming slang when referring to a mate, as in
Yeah.
plate. China plate. Oh, okay.
So how do we talk about the viewport? How do we get to the point of talking about the viewport?
Got old fashioned, quickly press everything again just to make sure we got it all.
Hold it!
Yeah, we got that empty threat. I mean, we know where we need to get to, telling them that the door window exists. But how? I mean, I think we did this one, didn't
I don't remember pressing this one. No, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely did that one. Oh? What? Did...
No, we've seen this before.
Okay, yeah, okay. But we didn't get any new piece of evidence, right? So... But we got new pieces of dialogue. We got the updated 2, and then this third one.
Was there any blood splatter other than that puddle in the photo?
The 3 places blood was found, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's actually, you can actually see it in this, like, portfolio of blood samples was the calendar, Herlock's blood, right?
Okay.
You know, the Windibank's blood in the storeroom. And then on this old, you know, receipt, Thrice-Fired Mason's blood, the victim from, like, the third case in the game. The first case when you actually enter London. And that's pretty much it in terms of blood.
Dang. Because he looks like he was shot in the back.
That... I like where you're going. Maybe we can contradict the autopsy report or something?
Maybe.
But the hint of this whole cross-examination throughout the bit about the little window in the door, you know, asking like, oh, how could they see what was going on? And it's like, oh, the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's see. Single wounds from the back. Yeah, okay. I like where we're going. You that might be what we need to do at the moment.
So why would he yell at someone with their back turned?
Yeah.
Just doesn't make sense.
Exactly. This one, I mean, we could present them, but that doesn't feel like a presentable dialogue. This one feels like a presentable dialogue. And we did press this one, right? This, like, brand new one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just... Damn, yeah. Yeah, and the way they're acting it out, right? The way they acted out, the way it happened literally goes against the autopsy board. They're literally acting it out as if they're facing each other, right? Those little sketches they would do. So yeah, like that. That is not what happened, clearly. So yes, I think that's the next step. And I am going... Should I save? Should I save?
Yes, save.
Okay. Alright. Always save. I don't know, 5 strikes feels like too few chances in the final case of the game. Although I don't know if these replenish anytime you reach like a to be continued. But anyway. Autopsy report.
Objection.
No!
Let's just consider the implications of that statement for a moment, shall we?
Yeah. I'll reload.
We're so close.
Anytime it starts with Ryunosuke giving the crackhead eyes, did something wrong.
Yep.
But window.
Did we press this one? I feel like we did. I feel like we pressed everything. But then I'm gonna come back and be like, we missed one.
Never late.
Yeah, we know that's wrong. We know it's clearly possible they could have actually saw Mr. Windibank. Like they could have looked in the window, Mr. Windibank could have looked at them, and then somebody could have looked, and then somebody could have shot him. And this loop dialogue is still exactly the same.
We're so close, we're so close.
Okay. And we didn't get any new pieces of evidence, right? We definitely presented the first 4. Did we press 5? Yeah, we definitely pressed 5. This is where Iris berates them. A 10-year-old berates them about proper gun operation, but then again, she's made quite a few herself.
You make us law-abiding gun owners look bad.
Window. How do I point out window?
How do window?
Window. It does feel like the SpongeBob thing. I don't even remember exactly what it was. Future.
Future.
The floor plan does not show the window, so it better not be that.
It's gonna be that. Fucking watch. I'm ready. Okay.
Oh boy.
Objection.
No.
Oh boy.
The raising hands.
There's clearly something odd about this last statement made by the witness.
Teach?
The judge is like, what is it? Window. Okay, hold on. I mean, there's no way. That's just... Yep.
Do we dare open the fraction of the Book of Knowledge?
Maybe we should.
The Hound of the Baskervilles.
That's right. I used Daddy's notes to write it. I think it's a great story.
Also, it has no heart on the signature.
I don't know why Hurley's forbidden me to publish it.
No, it's strange, isn't it? Perhaps it's a problem with the title? Perhaps Mr. Sholmes is a family friend of someone who has that name or something? Or perhaps the events depicted in the story hold a real personal nature to him?
Well, it doesn't have quite the same ring to it, but I could change it to the Hound of the Naruhodos.
I'm fairly sure that Mr. Sholmes is a friend of someone who has that name too. Alright, Sasato, what you got?
This is just the notes about that other case. Be a name, alright.
I mean... God, this game.
Do we dare return to the online guides? I mean, it's gotta be that last dialogue. It's gotta be that last dialogue, right? Right? Presenting something on that. I can't see any other way out of this. You know what? Simpward, go right ahead.
I don't know if the point we're supposed to approach with this is the fact that Mr. Windibank was shot from behind,
Yeah,
or
it could
that
be
there
that
was a
too.
window.
It could be that too. So maybe there's a dialogue we have to present the autopsy report on, but we tried that and we picked
Yeah.
the wrong one.
My god, this game.
What's the name of this case? The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story. Yeah, The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story.
If we actually have to use the manuscript, I might actually.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it makes no sense.
Oh, we totally have to use lawyer armband, right?
Yes.
Do 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 do.
Damn, I kind of want, like, I swear I got this game. We're coming up on like a year of me owning this game. I wonder if we'll get through this case by then.
Oh no.
It's fine. I think we're going at about the pace the game is letting us, plus scheduling. You press statement 5. Yes. We did. I will press it again just to make sure. We definitely pressed it. You finished the case at the end of year 2. Oh, imagine. Are we talking about old statement 5 or after there was a new statement? That's statement 5. It should be both. Yeah, it's letting me skip, so. And then the loop around dialogue that definitely hints at bringing up the window. New statement 3. Why 3? Why 3? Yeah, I mean, sure, we can go that route and be like,
actually, the girl was holding the gun.
but they know that she was, that Mr. Windibank wasn't holding the gun. They literally acted it out.
Fine.
Yeah, so it's gotta be photograph 1 because we're talking about who's really holding the gun. Here we go! Even though with the hint loop thing was talking about the window.
Objection.
Oh my god!
You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windibank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
But they literally acted out the opposite. Oh my god.
That's it, Gov. You got the picture.
He has, Nash. He has. No question.
And yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windibank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection!
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more?
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right!
Too right, Nash. Too right. He old geezer could have been about to turn tables on the girl, eh?
Hardly likely.
No, I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence. Continue with the cross-examination, counsel. and heed my earlier warning, witnesses.
Are we gonna get to talk about the window now? I guess count.
Oh boy.
3, 2, 1.
A skulkin's
A
never
skulkin's never skulkin'.
Okay. That didn't add anything. Did it change anything? So where does that leave us now, Simpward? That still takes us exactly where we were. Window, that's all I gotta say. Window. Or was it the other crime scene photograph? But that would make even less sense. Present the autopsy report or crime scene photograph when prompted in order to prove it. When do we get prompted?
Was that the one we should have done?
We didn't get prompted there, did we? Like for evidence when we went in that dialogue? Did we? Seriously, I don't. I'm down. I feel like this game's gaslighting me now. Crime scene photograph. Oh, this is photograph of Gina. Okay, so maybe we just presented the wrong photo. But this... Are we being like, actually he got shot? Press statement 2, pay attention, pursue Inspector Gregson, yep.
Yeah, we've got that part.
And present crime scene photograph at the new statement 3.
Oh.
So
yeah, present this at statement 3.
But I presented the autopsy report on this statement already. Wait, or autopsy report? Otherwise, oh, okay. So, was the game just being very particular about like, oh, you need to present the photograph to say he got shot in the back instead of the autopsy report? Because I literally tried presenting the autopsy report to say that. I literally did. Ace Attorney!
Objection.
I literally did. I don't know if Gregson was pursued yet, but he had to be for that dialogue to be there, and now I'm confused.
You pursued Gregson because we laughed when he was angrily stuffing his face with his eternal fish and chips.
Yeah. I definitely presented the autopsy report on something relating to, him facing Gina not being true, or facing the shooter, whoever that may be, for real. But yeah. Whatever. So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You got the picture.
He has, now she has. No question.
This is almost the same dialogue, but it's going to be like slightly different, isn't it?
And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windibank was not holding a firearm of any description. You what?
Oh, Bennett, that ain't right!
Bennett, what even is that?
Objection!
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windibank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand. Yeah, a lot more to it. Used the victim's own gun to finish him off.
Still not right.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are. Right there. Eh? If the crime had taken place, finally, I literally presented the autopsy report on a dialogue. I feel like the same dialogue. And then this just didn't happen because we were literally pointing it out. We were literally pointing it out, but no. We didn't do things in the precise way. Literally pointing out that their acting contradicts stuff of, Windibank being the wrong way around. If the crime had taken place as you've so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Santa?
Goodness. Are you sure, counsel?
You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments?
And then now we can present the autopsy report or the crime scene photograph. This was the prompt in order to prove it. I'm gonna present the autopsy report because it's more clear.
Mm-hmm.
Take that!
According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of, "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with these two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
He's so fucking small.
But it's the God's honest truth! Proof.
It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot that night.
So I'm afraid I need to go. I'm being summoned by family.
Oh, no worries, dude. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a good one.
It was fun. Hope you do too. Have a good stream.
Thanks.
See ya.
See ya.
So,
Let's give this a go.
alright.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. Well, we saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
sorry, I was just looking at work stuff, you know.
Took a week off, slowly getting pulled back into that world. Hydrate and stretch. Alright. I might as well. I feel like we're maybe getting to a pause point.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it.
Are we gonna get to hear about the window now? Elmo voice. Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windabank holding a gun?
All music stopped.
Something like that might have slipped out. 5 more years to that sentence.
That's exactly what his face was.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw, with their own eyes, the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Order, order, order! Witnesses, explain yourself at once. Well, the thing is, it weren't supposed to.
Oh shit. Wait, how much people am I doing right now? I'm doing Renosuke.
I was doing like 2 people. I'm good to at least take Van Zeeks and the other guy, because I don't think we're gonna get to a jury thing right now.
Yeah.
So,
We'll definitely stop if they get to a jury thing.
yeah, so that puts me at 3. Then you're Renosuke, the other one, and Iris, which puts you at 3.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It would seem that my prior warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witnesses would be the death of you. Am I to understand that you replaced the untold truths of your original testimony with renewed lies? Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, see, we've...
Cut it out, Nash. Cut it out. If we blab now, you know what it'll do to us.
He? Who are they talking about? Okay. He? Who are they talking about? They could be talking about Van Zeeks. Or they could be talking about McGilded. Or an associate of McGilded's, like presumably Mr. Eggert Benedict was. Yeah, Van Zeeks probably will do worse. Like, do they not understand like who they're dealing with? Like,
see, they don't understand that whoever they piss off, like the normal mortals, they'll just kill them. Van Zeeks will make sure they spend at least 20 years suffering before draining their entire body of blood. Let me make your position here perfectly clear.
Yeah, we were definitely thinking this whole time like maybe he faked his death in the fire.
Yeah.
Unless Van Zeeks has, that power too. Like they want us to believe.
He is a baron. It isn't that difficult for rich people to do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's true. But the whole the whole superstition of like whoever is on trial in a case where he prosecutes dies no matter what. That was the whole superstition they were getting at with the McGilded on fire in the cart thing. But then it didn't happen in the next case, so,
Maybe his curse has been broken.
Yeah, or maybe McGilded just faked his death like this case is seeming to imply by bringing him up so much.
Well, no, but I mean, he is a baron, I think. He's nobility, isn't he? And look at him.
I mean, yeah, his title is Lord Van Zeeks. Lord Beric Van Zeeks, so... probably. Close enough. Wait, did you read this?
Yeah, I've read that one.
Okay.
You will talk. There is no other option available here. Come on, the game's up. It's time we talk normally.
But he'll have our guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstance under which this meeting took place. Well.
Do we have to?
On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Encounter with the victim.
Alright, so we've just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mark.
Give me the gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it.
For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through the door into the back room.
But we never had nothing to do with killing him. That's what happened, I swear.
So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storm, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop?
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Well, we find ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
But honest, Governor, this time.
This time, Nash. This time, we ain't got nothing more to hide.
Very well. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
They're not lying, but they're withholding details.
Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for.
Those are like determined crackhead eyes. Yeah. Hey, Stacy, what's good? Alright, so... Sigh of relief when he showed his mug? Why? Oh, they thought, like, it could be somebody worse.
When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winterbank?
Who else? Sorry, I mean, that's right.
We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to that gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that.
Playing some Fall Guys, nice. Yeah, doing alright, just kinda here, just chilling, playing this game. Get ready for work tomorrow after taking like a whole week off and going to see family out of state. So yeah. Back room like that. The back room being the pawnbrokery storeroom?
Yeah, that must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been.
So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means Ginny must have been in there at that point as well.
But that doesn't make any sense, does it? Gina threatened Mr. Winterbank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint. Then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see the accused at that time?
What, that mole tool, eh? Couldn't tell you.
No way, cover. We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it.
Shit, I was clicking mindlessly there. Wait, did we, was it this one we pressed? I thought it was the first one still.
No, we pressed the first one, yeah.
Okay.
Hold it!
You mentioned that Mr. Winterbank shouted those words in your previous testimony, too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door.
Oh,
Shit.
Did we?
But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he?
Yeah. Was the victim Mr. Winterbank wielding a gun at that time?
was he ever? Blimey, lummy, a great ugly barrel he had, pointed straight at me frontispiece.
So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Winterbank with the gun at that time. Is that right?
It is, Gov, it is. Spot on.
Then all of a sudden he came out as he did.
It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who.
You were clearly all going for each other.
Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean...
Just fucking threw this dude. Amazing.
Hold it!
Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. So is that why the stuff got knocked over? He got chucked over?
Well, yeah, of course we did.
Knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot.
I got tangled in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
Though in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter.
Well, big brother went flying over that counter like a gunshot. I can tell you. Then the old geezer pinned him.
Damn.
Yay! Get on the floor.
He did, Nash. He did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a bloomer pancake in seconds.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
That's right. When the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they?
Oh, Mr. Winterbank. He did everything he could to protect his shop.
Oh, he went into the back room. Right. Not these two. Winterbank.
Hold it!
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Winterbank?
Nah, never. I was just, looking out for me, bruv, wasn't I? It was being flattened, don't forget.
By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes.
And then, the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran off through the door and shut himself in it.
There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true.
I wonder why Mr. Winterbank ran away into the storeroom.
What?
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun.
Yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Winterbank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Winterbank's hands again?
I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it?
This little inconsistency could be significant. Make a mental note of it.
The point is, me and my brother here.
That's right, Nash, that's right. Me and me bruv here.
I've had nothing to do with killing him. Yep.
Hold it!
Yeah, at this point, I'm just pressing everything.
You say you had nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all.
Nothing, Gov, nothing. The old geezer went and shot himself in the back room, didn't he?
It was. Look from the inside.
We know it was, because we tried to open it.
But it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch. So in the end, the situation remains unchanged.
No, it doesn't.
Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could have possibly shot the victim, the accused Miss Gina Lestrade. It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel?
I don't know. Is there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Winterbank? I mean, we literally have to say there could have been, right? Like,
Yeah, it's the only. Like, if you say no, then it's just you're being dumb.
yeah.
Like, it's not physically possible. But
Like, he had the gun, 1. 2, that literally goes against our case. If somebody was already in there, woo! Aside from Gina. Gina could have also already been in there. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
what?
What's that look for? From the moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face to face that night, course of this trial changed completely.
It? What is your point, my learned friend?
The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Winterbank? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all.
You have my attention. In that case, let us return to the plan of this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what could possibly answer to the question of who shot the man could there be? Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of 2 conundrums.
2, my lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe?
Indeed. Namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time?
Understood, my lord.
Are you alright, Reno?
I'm not entirely sure, but there is one thing I am sure about. I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened. It would change Gina's prospects hugely.
So now, time to clarify. Show the court on this plan the answers to those questions posed by his lordship.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was saying that because of the green.
Yeah, fair. That's okay.
Okay, so, I mean, there's 2 options, right? Either they were already in the storeroom, or they shot from the window, the little sliding window in the door. That's pretty much it, you know? You think the game's trying to lead us towards the window? I mean, it did mention, it did
I
hint
feel,
at...
yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Okay. They would have been right here.
Take that!
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here.
And in answer to the second question,
who was the victim at the time? Well, in here. We're gonna make Van Zeke so confused. The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. Okay, I think we got it. I think we... The fact that there's dialogue. And it's not like, you idiot.
continue.
Mr. Windibank died instantly from a bullet wound to his back. A bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. I was thinking about the same thing, honestly. It's like, well, that's where the bloodstain is. The one and only bloodstain for him. Which tells us he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired?
So you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the store?
Well, according to the Skokin brothers' earlier testimony. Or are we just going with that fact that it's a flashback?
Yeah.
Okay. If Mr. Windibank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time.
What?
Okay, but window. Alright, whatever. Fuck, nobody remembers the window but me, apparently. It was precisely at that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom.
Yeah!
Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
It entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. The victim's likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height. Ooh. I still think it could have been McGilded. Just don't know how yet.
Poor man, shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety.
Ah, of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would have still entered his body in an upward trajectory.
So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Windibank.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock?
But if someone else locked the door? Yes! There was someone else who could have locked the storeroom door.
Is that so? Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom.
case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside? Well, I would think we are alluding to Gina.
Midget. Oh, wait, yeah. My mind was still outside.
Yeah, they probably didn't lock it because we're probably not assuming it can be locked and then shut. So it would make the most sense that Gina did it for her own safety.
Yeah. Heard him running in, crying out.
Yeah. Like, so far, what I'm thinking, right? Ignoring the possibility of McGilded or somebody else being involved, right? Is that Gina did come in first, right? She did hold Mr. Winterbank up at gunpoint with his own gun, but it was probably like, you know, an empty threat, but Mr. Winterbank's like, fine, you can look at the manuscript and then get out, right? And then he takes back the gun, and then our two fellas over there, the Skulkin brothers, walk in. And then the rest happens. And then he runs in the storeroom for safety, gets shot. Gina manages to shut the door for her safety, at least. I guess that's what we got so far. We'll see how much of that holds up.
Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room?
Yeah, for our own safety.
For what possible reason?
I don't know, maybe people don't like the idea of getting shot. Maybe Van Zeek's big brain, big vampire brain over there can't fathom what reason.
Well, yeah, vampires don't feel pain from bullets. Yeah. He doesn't know.
It's absurd that a terrified girl would lock the door to hide from the gunman.
Exactly.
Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck.
Maybe when there's an active shooter, your first thought isn't how it's gonna look when the cops come that you might be implicated.
Maybe it's to live!
I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel?
These people can't imagine, like, people trying to,
self-preservation? Oh no, please don't tell me Rinosuke's gonna act dumbfounded. Do I throw out the misogyny card? Like, is that what this is? I don't even know. Or is this just the... Or ageism? I don't... Just stupidity! They're fucking...
That's just stupid.
Yes, that's a tricky one, that... Is it? No, it isn't. Why the fuck am I saying that?
Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom. Counsel, remember that, please.
yes, automod triggered, but yeah. Yes, Simpor, that's basically what I'm thinking. Anyway.
But of course Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it?
Was I called sexist by Automod again? I think I didn't even read what the reason was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it highlighted women too dumb. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. So probably that's what Automod thought.
It does?
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening right now. I can't actually believe this is happening right now. These three dudes can't
flippin' fathom a little girl wants to not die from an active shooter, and the person to set them straight is an even littler girl.
Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. Like, what is wrong with all of you?
I mean, I guess you're right. And then Van Zieks is like, no, impossible, there's no way.
Women being smart? Not in my time.
I think this might call for a demonstration.
And then she pulls out the cannon.
So tell me, what would you all do in this exact situation?
Oh my god.
I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they? Oh my god, Iris, you're right.
Van Zieks is still like, impossible, no way, there's no...
Oh yes, obviously.
Fuck! I can't believe that just happened. Like, first we had racism, and now just... I don't even know what to call that. If not, like, misogyny, just outright stupidity. Holy shit! God, I know what I'm clipping from this stream. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Windibank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at the time, but at some point, Mr. Windibank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom.
Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv.
If your theory is correct, then that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom.
Yes, it would. Who was saying earlier, wasn't it Vin Van that was saying this game punishes you for thinking differently? Is it punishing us for not, like, having common sense and, I guess to some extent, not being misogynist? Alright, what did I skip there? Yes, it would. Was you Vin Van? Okay. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back to the storeroom hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windibank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? I don't know, maybe the creator... I mean, the creators have went out of their way to, like... I mean, albeit exaggerated, portray this time period accurately. Like, we have a blatantly racist prosecutor. It wouldn't even surprise me if they were trying to just portray misogyny as the norm. Even, like, in, like, a non-malicious way, technically.
Just going for cultural... What's the right term?
Accuracy? I don't know.
That's it, yeah, cultural accuracy.
Like, London at this time period wouldn't surprise me.
Heavily racist, heavily sexist. Sounds about right.
What would the defendant have done in that moment? Yeah. Got that.
I see where you're going with this.
Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windibank.
I'm gonna give Ryunosuke the doubt in that he was just intimidated by Van Deeks being like, that's impossible. Maybe. I don't know. Or he just that stupid. Man, if Sasada was here, I think Ryunosuke would have been fucking kicked. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it. In order to save her own life. I can't believe we had a whole fucking, like, deliberation of that being a possibility. I believe it, but I'm just like, I can't believe that just happened. Anyway, yeah, Nash.
Oh, sorry, yep.
No worries.
But we ain't the ones who done it.
We ain't, Gov, we ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on, we never shoot no one. That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Schultz.
Mr. Shirtless, what?
It's only one logical conclusion here.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windibank's murder.
Where does this leave us?
You mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all?
Should have. I don't know which one that was.
Yeah. Oh well. I think it was the Russian dude, because 3 brothers. Who else talks about the brother?
Yeah.
What was it?
I could have known it was those 3 brothers. They look as shady as a dense forest.
Yeah.
That was amazing, Runo. All the members of the Joey seem to be firmly on your side now.
I know. First time ever. And probably the last.
Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll give you a verdict if not.
All's gone. Oh.
An admirable effort, my learned friend.
Where is he going with this now?
He's laughing?
You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zieks? I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive. I dare say. Such
Chicanery.
I thought so. Chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performer. Such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your providential Eastern nation. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here.
Now he
Pettifoggery, something like that.
something like that. Oh man, now he's pulling the race card. Here we go.
What?
The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly, credibly cannot and will not stand. Because you see, it contains a fatal flaw.
A fatal flaw?
Do you mean to tell me you're unaware of your logic's failing?
Is it that Gina was holding the gun in that picture? Is that really what he's gonna go off of? Really? Or like why Gina was in the back room? No, I mean, well, no. Like she still held him at gunpoint, right? They both went into the back room, and then he came out because he heard like that other break-in. Yeah. But wait, jury.
Right, so you can have Garrett
Yeah.
and every woman on the jury.
Yeah.
I'll take the other three.
I mean, I don't know how much longer I want to go. It just depends on, like, if there's going to be a lot of juror lines, I think we should just stop it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if it's just Garrett, maybe we're okay. We'll see.
I say, Lord Van Cheeks, might be an idea to explain this ballet conjuring trick or whatever it is to the troops on the ground,
The fatal flaw is my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand.
Took like one sip.
Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets.
By George! Count bullets!
Oh dear. He noticed then. What's everyone talking about?
Counsel.
Yes, sir!
Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime.
2? Two bullets.
Correct. The first of which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene. Indeed. The defense presents a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings. The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Your lordship's understanding is correct.
I'm not following yet. I get, like, they would have needed possession of Mr. Windibank's gun if...
No, each gun's only missing one.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
like, which gun was Mr. Windibank really shot with?
Oh yeah, well that's the thing though. Like we know for a fact that their gun was used on Sherlock.
Yeah. So I mean, the other gun would have had to have been used on Windibank, right?
Which is his own gun,
Yeah.
which was inside the room.
Yep.
So unless there was another person there, like their third brother,
Yeah, basically. We still haven't mentioned the window. Still. But anyway.
Furthermore, we know there are two firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windibank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolts. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these two brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. I think you'll find.
But if the single bullet that was fired from the brother's gun hit Mr. Sholmes, it means...
Winterbank, not shot by same gun. Stop. Only one bullet. Stop.
Exactly. Yes, this Nipponese street performer prevented an ostensibly credible argument. However,
Oh my god, he's...
it was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny. Order, order, order! Pray for... Go on.
I feel like I've seen him done that like once, maybe.
Oh, he's done that a good few times. Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hallowed nectar into the public gallery. Lord Van Zeeks. But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl.
Oh no.
Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a riddled past she has a past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with a loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And here I have in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present.
I don't think that bloodstain is from now.
Which one? The green one that we couldn't find out who was?
Like this music disc one.
Hmm. Oh, I didn't notice that first.
Yeah.
That disc!
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one
Took it
was
to the
said when
yard.
we were good enough.
And then he's like, no, get him. It's mine. I mean, she went there for the manuscript, but maybe also saw the disc. I don't know. Or no, it was in her jacket, but it was McGilded's jacket. And then they took both in as evidence. And he's gonna argue like, oh, she was there to steal the disc, totally.
Yes, a music disc.
Gilded's music box disc.
The very next day, before the hateful murder of Mr. Winterback, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to him. And with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence. Good gracious.
Santa looks shook.
Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact at its peril. I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music disc into evidence, counsel.
Hold it!
Lord Van Zeeks, I
was not expecting that to be Gregson.
Inspector Gregson? What?
Yes, Inspector. We had a meeting at the yard with the prosecution service, and I think it was agreed that this wouldn't be used as evidence.
What's this all about? Why is the inspector acting so strangely?
Is this something to do with, like, not bringing McGilded into this case? You think that's what it's
if
about?
Gregson's in on it?
Ooh. What was happening while you're doing laundry? Well, I don't know how much of this was while you're doing laundry, but basically Van Zeeks was arguing that, you know, like, Gina clearly had the gun and was clearly breaking in, and now he mentioned the music disc that as just an example of, like, you know, don't forget she's a pickpocket, she a criminal. And then Gregson's like, wait, we said we weren't gonna use the music box disc as evidence. And now we're like, why? Does it have to do with McGilded?
I am unaware of any such meeting. But those were the instructions. Right from the top, the government's bigwigs were insistent. Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you.
Damn.
The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord.
+1 points for Van Zeeks, I guess, but you know, minus 1,000 for all the other shit.
Indeed. Bailiff?
Disc.
The prosecution has established the accused's motive, opportunity, and baseness of character. There is nothing more to add. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decision and direct decisions and rest my case.
I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once, for all of 5 minutes.
Oh dear. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Runo.
Oh.
What do you reckon it is?
A juror? Or Gina or Herlock? Okay,
Oh,
I get paired up.
yeah.
My lord, might I wonder if I might say something at this point?
Proceed, Mr. Foreman.
Been stumbling about in a bit of a fog up to now, if truth be told. But all of a sudden, the answer's barely obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh no.
Very well. The court will hear from the jury.
Oh, here we go again. And then there's gonna be another summation examination. That's the perfect pause point, hopefully.
Yeah.
Shit. Present pleadings.
Guilty.
I skipped the dialogue.
Guilty.
Okay.
Guilty.
There we go again. I still like how this one dude uses his head because he's clearly got, you know, the surgical gloves on. Straight from work. Oh, man.
We have a consensus among the jury, it seems. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
That's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. How dare we use it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Winterbank. That's beyond any doubt.
Very well. We will proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other juries ready?
Current M Squadron is primed and ready for action, sir.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty.
And just in case it doesn't give me a to be continued, that is exactly where I'm gonna save. But let's at least see if that's where it takes us. Wow, it really just takes you straight into it. Okay, yeah, no, we're stopping right there. Right there. Like, oh man. If we gotta start voicing the jury, we're gonna be here all night. The summation examination will probably take like another hour at least. So yeah, and plus, you know, be nice to have other voices, but yeah. I guess we will continue next time, which may or may not be next weekend. We'll see. I plan to be away, but like still in town, so I could still bring my like streaming equipment if I really wanted to, or we just do it like before I leave, but you know.
Just like a Friday to Sunday type thing, some family's house, you know.
Could definitely bring my main computer. Wouldn't be the first time I did that.
In fact, going there a lot is half the reason I made this computer to be like, you know, like tiny desktop with a screen bolted to it, but you know.
So like a quote-unquote beefed up laptop. But anyway, yeah, hydrate, stretch. I will definitely do that off stream. At least the stretch part, because I'll be getting up after this. But yeah. I know I said I was gonna do it last week, but I'll try and stream something else, like solo, because I bought a bunch of games on the Steam Summer Sales, so there's definitely things we could play, like I could play, like, Sekiro. Matt talked me into getting that. There's also Katana Zero, I think, some other platformer.
Or we could just resume some of the other stuff, like Hollow Knight, I don't know. I want to buy a game. I mean, no worries, you know, you do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? It's not like you need to buy just because there's a sale there. I was just like, why not? Was just
You
mostly
say
going.
that, but we both know that the moment you saw Steam Summer Sale, you emptied your bank account. I hacked your bank account today. It happened, Don. I saw it happen.
Right. Danganronpa, yeah. It's definitely on the list for sure. I just don't know if I want to do this and Danganronpa back to back.
No, you probably want a different genre of game.
Yeah. Something where I'm not compelled to read lines. Like, obviously not required, but I would be compelled. Or, I don't know, I'll think about it.
It's different in just pretty much any other genre of game. Sure, there's dialogue, but there's a lot of shit going on that'll go on in between dialogue.
Yeah, that's true. It has voices. Gotcha. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay.
No, you have the voice for most of Danganronpa.
Okay. I don't know. Anyway, Danganronpa is still on the list. Don't know when I want to do it. There's plenty of things on the list, and I only have so much time that I feel energetic enough to stream. Yeah. Time and energy. Kind of mix of both, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. We'll stop there for now. I'll see you next time, which hopefully should be within a week. I really don't want to wait for next week, but we might have to. We'll see. But yeah, catch y'all later. Boy, oh, no, fuck that. But yeah, see ya.